ये जो पुरस्कार वगैरह जो है इसका जो है टैलेंट से या क्वालिटी से कोई लेना देना आज के समाज में रहा नहीं है, इसका सिग्निफिकेंस भी नहीं है।
I know. There's no point talking about it. Indian awards have slowly transitioned to become pointless. Events that are organized mainly for two things. One, for the photo op of celebrities so that some designers can get employed. And secondly, so that companies can make sure that the MC of the event repeats the sponsors at least 75 times.
Welcome to Renault Star Guild Awards, co-powered by Gioni Smartphones and Ola Cabs. Lokhandwala, Andheri West, Mumbai.
The amount of investment in advertising and revenue generated through satellite rights has led to the increase of the number of award shows that happen in the country. While I was growing up, there seemed to be only close to 2 to 3 major award shows that the entire family would tune in for, and surprisingly, there existed a sense of credibility as well, regarding the nominations as well as the winners. Of course, there will always be exceptions to the rule, like the late Rishi Kapoor purchasing an award for himself, but there were clear winners who thoroughly deserved the accolades with little room for debate or arguments. However, because the landscape has totally changed from what it was 15 years ago, now there is a sense of accommodation that the organizers have to execute so that they can stroke everyone's ego and more or less leave everyone satisfied. So categories are invented just so that people can leave as if they have really contributed towards Indian cinema. There is a fascinating article by Shekhar Gupta in The Print titled "It's a Dirty Picture," where he recounts the several instances where he was organizing the Screen Awards and the temper tantrums that he had to deal with while of course managing everyone's inflated ego. Irrespective, my point is that the landscape has changed, and to assume that the jury is unbiased and objectively rewarding genuinely phenomenal performances is craving for honor in the system, which, let's be fair, is a rarity. But I always felt that there are awards which, due to the association of the legends that they are named after, do hold some form of credibility. Even the national awards, barring some cases, have really awarded artists that have impressed or pushed the envelope in cinema. However, when I think about awards such as the Smitha Partel Memorial Award or the Dadasahib Phalke Award, both named after legends, I always feel there is a sense of respect with the names associated, and hence there will be little scope of appeasing the known faces. Sadly, however, we have noticed that either the award itself or an extension of them have deteriorated in just becoming what most Bollywood award shows are, an excuse for a red carpet photo op, and so that editors on Indian TV channels can terribly edit the final product with a laugh track. Let's take, for example, the Smitha Partel Memorial Award, an award that was initiated in 1986 and was dedicated to Indian actresses that have contributed significantly to Indian cinema. The actors who have received this prestigious honor represent actors who have impressed audiences through their craft and film choices. From actors like Dimple Kapadia, Manisha Koirala, Madhuri Dixit, Tabu and Urmila Matondkar, these are stellar performers, which made me believe that this award is solely for exceptional performers who have consistently impressed with their craft. However, in 2016, when Katrina Kaif won the award, I was confused on what the accolade represented anymore. People were defending the decision by stating that Katrina Kaif is a hard-working person, but does that then change the meaning of how we are awarding individuals for their film roles? I'm sure Arjun Kapoor may have worked incredibly hard for a film like Panipat, but that doesn't necessarily mean it translates to his performance. I won't deny the fact that Katrina Kaif is a brand in her own right. She has some of the most financially successful Bollywood films in her kitty, but to put her in the same league as some of the legends I have mentioned will do a disservice to what the award was originally intended to celebrate. The Dadasahib Phalke Award is something artists dream of receiving. Named after the man who is considered to be the father of Indian cinema, Dadasahib Phalke had produced India's first feature film, Harish Chandra Factory. To be associated with such a name would be an honor for anyone, and it has been awarded to some of the biggest legends of the Indian film industry. Awarded to one person every year, the roster includes legends like Prithviraj Kapoor, Saurabh Modi, Satyajit Ray, Lata Mangeshkar, Raj Kapoor, Dilip Kumar, Asha Bhosle and many more. However, while the Dadasahib Phalke Award, which is an organization set up by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, has kept its respect and sanctity intact, they have expanded the honor to also organize an event, just like any other award show. And this has been carrying on since 2017 and is called the Dadasahib Phalke International Film Festival Awards. And this is where I feel the respect and legacy of an individual like Dadasahib Phalke gets disrespected, because that name is now associated with just a sense of randomness. This is not an award show that is strictly for film but encompasses TV, social media, dancing, cooking, and as I previously said, randomness. Before I get to the problematic or contentious winners of this year's Dadasahib Phalke International Film Festival Awards, let's talk about some winners I believe no one will really debate or argue about. So Anurag Basu won the Best Director for his impressive film Ludo, and while a section of the audience feels the film is a bit overrated, I genuinely think it was one of the most enjoyable films of 2020. The supporting actors winner is debatable, but both the winners represent really convincing performances, which deserves some form of praise. Vikrant Massey won for his role in Chapak, and Radhika Madan won for her role in Angrezi Medium. Kunal Khemu won the Best Actor in a Comedy for Loot Case, which I will never oppose because I thoroughly enjoyed his performance. Hansal Mehta won Best Series for Scam 1992, and deservedly so. And Nora Fatehi won an award called the Best Performer, whatever that means. But hey, I don't think anyone will debate that she is a great performer. Maybe not an actor, but a great dancer, I guess. Is that the criteria? Okay, I don't know. I'm just confused now. Finally, Smitha Sen won the Best Actress in the OTT space for her role in Arya, and I don't think there's any doubt about the fact that she made her comeback with a bang with that role. Now let's get to the juicy bit. Let's talk about the winners that I find contentious, which is up for debate. I'm willing to hear people give their opinions for and against this, so don't bully me or at me if you disagree with me. So, Deepika Padukone won for her role in Chapak. I personally found this film to be really impactful, thought-provoking and powerful in many ways, and this is all beyond the controversy that was at its peak during the release of the film. But was she the best of the year? It made me wonder. I think there is a possibility that she was, and maybe the performances that come close to it include only Kangana in Panga and maybe Taapsee in Thappad. But that's about it. Kiara Advani won the Best Actor Critics category for her role in Guilty, a film that I felt worked only in moments, but many considered, especially women considered this, that it treated sensitive topics regarding consent and the female body at a very surface level rather than with nuance. However, I don't think there is a debate that a performance that should have been considered, as she completely blew it out of the park, was Tripti Dimri in Bulbul. When you put the two performances together, I think there is a clear favourite that should have won. Bobby Deol won Best Actor for the OTT space for his role in the MX Player web series Ashram, and I wondered why did Prateek Gandhi not be the obvious decision. It does also make you wonder, is it really about the performances, or who you are, who you know, and whether you'll be at the event or not? A choice that I found rather odd was that they celebrated the late Sushant Singh Rajput by giving him the Best Actor Critics section for his contribution to Indian cinema. So a confusing title which left me a bit perplexed and made me wonder why they just couldn't create a section dedicated to him rather than categorizing him in the critics section as if to bring about legitimacy in the decision. If a man's life and his contribution to films is to be appreciated, why not just in memory of his legacy just award him for his contribution rather than categorize him in the critics section? An odd choice in my opinion. Finally, Akshay Kumar won Best Actor for Lakshmi. This has to be a joke, right? Doesn't the award show lose all credibility just with that choice? With all due respect to Akshay Kumar, but it has to be one of his most hammy performances that left everyone irritated rather than amused. To celebrate that performance as if it was the best of the year is an absolute joke and disrespect to what the awards are intended for, to appreciate skill and art. The same year that you have performances like Sanjay Mishra in Kamyab, Nawazuddin Siddiqui in Raat Akeli Hai, Saif Ali Khan in Tanaji, Rajkumar Rao in Ludo. Really? They went with Akshay Kumar in Lakshmi? It's absolute shambles. Case in point, nothing really has changed with award shows in India.
Rakhi Sawant, the best item dancer in Bollywood.
And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below. What were your thoughts of all these awards and nominations? Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.